Behold, the Nuka-Cola machine. Yeah, this thing was a lot of fun to build. So as you can probably guess from the title, I am a fursuit maker. I started very young, and I've spent basically all of my teen years working myself up to the top, doing childhood labor. And how on earth could I afford my dream PC before I'm even allowed to drink? Well, my interest in PCs first began back in school. In the middle school and high school years, I knew a lot of kids who had PCs. And judging by some of their personalities, I'm not gonna say that it's daddy's money, but it definitely seemed like daddy's money. Now, I didn't have daddy's money. I was a broke middle schooler, but I did have a little bit of money saved up, and it was enough for some basic entry fursuit supplies. This fursuit making thing seemed like it would be worth a shot, and I invested everything I had at the time into it, just hoping this would work. And while I was still learning and improving and practicing my craft, I was able to get a few small sales on things like hand paws or dino masks. And then, going into freshman year high school, I was able to sell my first pre-made, a mini partial. But despite all the new sales I'm getting, I'm still broke. Everything I was making, I invested back into fursuit making, getting higher and higher quality equipment. So while my work was improving in quality, I was still struggling to see sales. Each sale was taking me months to achieve, and my prices were low. If I was gonna afford my dream PC, I needed to increase my demand. So, I start making videos. A lot of them are in portrait mode, and I threw pretty much every idea I had at the wall until something stuck. Once my videos started getting more attention, I could drop the big announcement. My first quote form received over 50 applicants. 50 applicants. I opened up official fursuit commissions for the first time, and over 50 furries wanted me to build their fursuit. 50? And to my fellow fursuit makers, if you ever get that much demand, and you're excited and you want to take on all these customers, please stop and only take on as much work that you think you can reasonably get done. However, by the end of 2024, I finished 11 commissions, 1 pre-made, and I made this guy. Yeah, business was booming. Now, I have been rendering all of my fursuit bases on a laptop, and it sucks. It takes hours to render bases on this laptop. So, in September of 2024, I made the business expense to buy a pre-built PC. And using a pre-built surprisingly taught me a lot about computers, how they work, their anatomy. It made me confident that I could build my own. And it also taught me that pre-built companies suck. There was one time my PC broke down, and they tried to charge me $800 in repairs. That's more than what the PC is even worth. And that $800 doesn't include the price of buying $300 replacement parts. But finally, back in December, I had money saved up from selling all these fursuits, and I designed my dream PC build. Oh, the Nuka-Cola machine. Yeah, I just really love Fallout, so I picked out a mini fridge style case. I painted it red, covered it in stickers. I'll put the PC specs somewhere, either on the screen or maybe in the description. As you can see, my liquid cooler is obviously being cooled with Nuka-Cola Quantum. That's definitely what it is. Ooh, I have this keychain that I bought at an anime market. I'm so proud of this build, and I hope it inspires you to go make something that you can be proud of. My name is Costa, and I'll see you all later.